Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. You're listening to the Imagine Dignity podcast. Hey, everybody. Terrence here. Right now, I am in East Point, Georgia. This is downtown East Point, and I'm sitting with my friend. What's your name?
Aaron.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you.
You said something to me earlier that really caught my attention. You said that you had been sleeping on a train. What do you mean?
I'm homeless, and I pretty much sleep everywhere. But if I don't get to the spot where I need, I catch the train, I sleep on the train, get my rest. Then I come over here and get something to eat. People bless me with food. So I go back and forth, up and down, both ends.
And when you say you sleep on a train, that means you ride the train all night?
From the time the train runs, which put about 4:30, 5 o'clock, I guess, until I wake up.
Until you wake up?
1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Yeah.
Does anybody ever bother you while you're on the train?
They might come in sometimes. Sometimes they give us a little leeway because they understand the problem with homelessness, being on the train, sleeping from both ends to other end. Sometimes they ask us to get off and go pay another fare.
You mentioned being unhoused and sleeping on a train. Is it hard to find places to sleep?
No, not for me. But I'm always trying to be in a place where I'm less noticed. I'm by myself, not exactly by myself, but have the skies watching.
Now, we were laughing before we actually started the interview, and man, you seem to be a real peaceful guy and like you like to enjoy life.
Only because of my spiritual being, my brother. Listen to you and tell you. I have done some things, been through some things, and made me no better, no worse than anybody. But being out here, they have changed me.
What do you mean by being out here? Being unhoused?
Being unhoused, but most important is showing me how to be a man. To grow up, respect myself, my family, you, and trust in my spiritual being. You know, and a lot of things I see I want to reflect back on, but I got a lot of problems.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mental health, suicidal, put it out there.
So you're saying going through the experience of homelessness has caused you to grow spiritually. You pretty much become more connected to the Lord.
And people ask me, why are you always smiling?
Yeah, why are you always smiling?
Like you said, I'm at peace. I'm going through things, but through each trial and tribulation, for me, I grow more spiritually.
Yeah.
And I'm tested out every day because people say, because I have one leg, I'm nobody.
You pointed out the fact that you have one leg, and obviously you're out here living with a disability. And when I actually met you today, you said that you were retired. Is it hard being unhoused and having a disability?
It is, but I don't give up. My mother taught me one important thing: do not give up. And she always told me, boy, your determination will keep you going. But you gotta pray. And I wasn't praying then.
Yeah.
You gotta pray. She said, pray every day, baby. And I'll do that. I said, Mama, I pray day and night.
Yeah.
For everybody and then myself. But it is hard. And then
in what ways is it hard?
This is everything I own.
Everything you own right now is in that bag. Yeah.
This is everything. This is it.
Does that weigh on you sometimes when you're trying to move around on your crutches?
If I move too much, it will, but I have adjusted. I had to learn a lot of things, but
you've adjusted to living with a disability and surviving. And you said that you used to work. Where did you once work?
I did landscaping. I did little jobs, Burger King, McDonald's, coming up in my teens. I did landscaping. I did construction.
How did you lose your leg?
Got shot up.
You got shot up?
Yeah.
How many times?
I think 3 or 4 hit me.
It's a miracle you still here.
My mom always said, God kept you here for a reason.
Sound like your mom had a huge impact on your life.
That's my heart, my soul.
Is she still alive? Do you get a chance to talk to her?
Every once in a while. When I feel like I want to call her, see how she doing.
Did your mom ever tell you things that you still carry with you today?
My whole life in general. Even though the things I was doing she didn't approve of, she still loved me. Still got love for you, son. You still my son. Just stop doing what you're doing, But I grew up in the ghetto, and I want that money, not just for myself, but to get my mom and my family off welfare.
How old are you?
60.
You 60? Man, you don't look 60 now.
60. I do this by myself. I do the best I can without a mirror, with a razor.
With a razor.
See, I always tell people, I'm no better than anybody.
Right.
And whether you have no, we supposed to be homeless, no, just because I'm homeless, I don't have to look homeless. It's time where I might be able to get no clothes or bath. I bathe outside, keep me some water.
Right.
So everything I need, and do what I have to do. Find a nice, secluded place.
Yeah.
And do what I have to do. I do this, man. Keep my razor,
It sounds like you have a lot of respect for yourself.
I'm learning, still learning.
You're still learning?
Still learning.
But you get that from your mom?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm still learning.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, it is. What you know I want to do?
What's that?
I never loved school, never liked school. I just applied myself just enough to get by. I want to go to college.
That's your dream?
That's my dream.
You want to go to college?
I want to go to college. You know what college I want to go to?
What's that?
State, downtown.
Georgia State?
Yeah.
Like, what would you major in?
I don't know. Communication.
Communications?
I don't know.
Yeah.
And I was saying this, and people like, man, you
No, you could achieve that dream.
Yeah, I know.
Did you finish high school?
No, I didn't. No.
So you would have to start with probably getting a GED, and then from there getting a stable place, and then you would be able to, apply for college. But I can see it, man.
I see it. I used to want to play ball.
Really?
Basketball, yeah. Coming up. Man, I had a game.
You had a game?
Man, I had a game.
You had some handles?
Yeah, man. I wanted to play with the Lakers, bro. You know, James Worthy inspired me.
James Worthy, okay.
James Worthy.
Let me ask you something though, man. Being out on the streets, you talked about sometimes how hard it is to find rest in certain areas, and sometimes you'll have to, sleep on the train. But are people mean to people who are unhoused out here?
Speaking for myself,
yeah.
They have been.
You've dealt with that?
Yeah, not like exactly. It was. They try to be mean, but not mean.
What do you mean?
I might come to you and school about how you speak, whatever. Can you help a brother? Get a job.
People tell you just go get a job.
And people will tell you. People will tell me to get a job.
Not even considering that you have disability.
I'm already getting disability. They don't care.
They don't care.
What made me
How do you respond to that though?
My spiritual being.
Your faith in God.
Yeah. But sometimes I have to catch myself.
Yeah.
And I tell people, I remember a time we used to be able to help our own people.
Yeah.
Now you don't see that.
Like we live in a society now where it does seem like people are divided, people aren't together, people don't want to help one another or are indifferent towards the sufferings of others. And I think that's problematic, on many levels. I think that we have to cultivate more compassion and learn how to see one another. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like as my brother, as my sister, as my neighbor,
right?
We got to get back to that.
And I would still tell that person, thank you anyway, have a blessed day.
Hold on, so let me get this straight. A person says negative things to you and you respect them because of your faith in God, and you still bless them and say, have a good day.
Yeah, and sometimes I just...
Why do you do that?
Love. Because I'm learning to love that person I don't even know.
Yeah.
Then I'm learning to love myself, then I'm growing.
Yeah.
So I'm growing. Remember I said, I don't give a damn about you, him, me, or nobody else.
That's the old you.
Yeah.
But the new you is all love.
Just about 95% of them, yeah. I still got a lot of learning to do. When I go off course and don't realize it, I hear it. I was wrong for saying to that person. That person owe you nothing. That person not talk to you. It's not about giving me. My older brother said, always be open-minded to all things.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for the wisdom and knowledge to help me grow mentally.
Yes.
And how to help me to get off these streets faster. See, most people won't say I don't. I don't do that.
I mean, you just said you wanted to go to college. You got goals. You want to, still achieve some things, man. I think that is really, really noteworthy, and I think it's great.
Everybody need help.
Everybody need help.
Something I give my life boy soap, toothpaste, food, whatever.
Oh, so you help other people?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I have to. What they call it, Annie? One day at a time. I have to give back.
You got to give back.
Receive His blessing, His love for myself. The more I achieve within my spiritual boundary.
But you do it because
I'm growing spiritually.
You're growing, and God is moving in you and through you.
Teaching me a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
Hell of a lot.
I think that's powerful, man. And you said that giving back is important. Why did you say that?
I want to grow more spiritually and mentally. What the word I always tell people? Oh, I can feel your spirit. When you came to me, right?
Yeah.
I would ask you for something. I say, my thing is, God, help me, bless me with the thing that I need. So I ask my spiritual being, whoever you put in my life, it don't have to be money or food.
What do you feel in this moment having this conversation?
I'm more happier. I have to have rest days, whether I ride the train all day, sleeping, whatever. But I get to sightsee. I get to think. I get to relax. I can block conversation out and focus on me. If it's nothing that gonna help me grow mentally, spiritually, like I said, it's not about you. I tell people every time.
Yeah.
Thank you. A brother bought me something. I said, man, thank you for listening to me. It ain't about the food, it ain't about the money. And I do.
That it's important for people just to hear you and see you.
That's all I am.
And listen to you.
They gonna see me.
And you say you feel happier in this moment because we're having this conversation.
Yeah, man, God put you in my life. I was gonna come in your life on my own. Man, I'm telling no lie.
What's the most important thing you need right now?
A shelter over my head.
A shelter over your head. Has it been hard for you to get shelter over your head in the city?
If I keep losing my ID, I'll never get a shelter over my head.
You keep losing your ID?
Yeah.
Because everything you own is in that bag?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I put it in the pocket if I leave, because sometimes I leave my bag somewhere. There don't be nothing in it, so I take and put documents out.
So shelter.
Shelter.
What else?
But that's it. And a person that helped me stay in contact with me.
Community.
Yeah.
Community is important to you, I can
that
tell.
really mean it, yes.
Yeah.
See, I grew up in a community, man, where nobody, if you don't help nobody, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
My mom at work, not done something wrong.
Your neighbor.
Yeah.
Your neighbor jumped in.
Yeah, they jumped in all right, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Then they got another mom jump in.
Yeah.
But I'm at peace, and more peace I've ever been in my life. Even after being on the run from the police, even after going to prison 3-4 times or whatever.
You got peace.
Yeah, I got peace.
So shelter, community, and peace.
That's it.
Well, let me tell you, man, I'm gonna stay in contact with you and I'm gonna be a part of your community. I want you to feel that. I mean that, bro. What are you taking away from my conversation? You said you were uplifted. What else?
Peace.
Peace.
Peace. My peace have increased.
Your peace has increased.
Yeah. And I thank y'all, because you seen what I was talking about and you brought it to me. So I know that you're paying attention.
Yeah.
Not for any other reason. And you gave me what I needed through my spiritual being.
Well, I'm grateful I got a chance to talk to you, bro.
Thank you, brother.
So you're going to be on the Imagine Dignity podcast, and what would you want people to know about homelessness or living with a disability? Like people who may be judging folks for being on the streets. What would you want them to know?
As homelessness doesn't come by choice. Homelessness is something that everybody's been addicted to drugs, been to prison, everybody that carry a book bag is homeless. That homeless is not something that I take for granted. And a lot of more people I know that doesn't take for granted. We're family, babe, but don't go judging, because you never know when your day might come.
That's right.
And you might see me out there, and you might say, can you buy me a lunch? Can you give me $1? Can you give me a ride? Can you give me a bar soap? Will you talk to me?
Yeah.
You know what I told you I had to learn?
What?
I wouldn't turn my back on them. The same person may need water, and I wouldn't.
You wouldn't turn your back?
No, I gave my neighbor bottles of water to people that are homeless. They been here way long out here.
Yeah.
And the water that I be needing. That son be killing me, man.
Yeah.
But
you do it because of your faith. Yeah.
I have to. It's no doubt about that.
And other people should be compelled to see others and do it for others as well, man. I believe.
Yes, correct.
Because that's how we change this world, and that's how we create more compassion and empathy. And, you know, I want to continue to devote my life to doing this type of work because it's needed. People need to be seen, and people need to be reminded that they matter.
And I respect what you're saying, but man, I have grown so much, man. I have grown so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, bro.
I'm proud of me. I'm proud of me. For real.
Yeah.
But I still have a long way to go, though. You know?
Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, Mr.
Yeah. You just finished watching a very close and intimate interview with my brother, Aaron. And I was really struck by Aaron's conversation about just how cruel and mean people can be sometimes, but also how, you know, he has to work extra hard to find rest. Rest is a privilege to many people. When you're out on the streets and you don't have anywhere to go, and you also are living with a disability, it makes it even more harder to find rest. The thing that I noticed about him was he talked a lot about how tired he gets because sometimes he may or may not have the proper ADA accommodations. And in thinking about Aaron, I'm also thinking about the countless individuals who may be unhoused, who are also living with a disability. And we are working to gather resources, whether it be walkers or crutches or wheelchairs, to ensure that if a person is actually living with a disability while unhoused, the least thing we can do as a society, as a culture, just as people who are wanting to do good, make sure that they have access to the proper ADA accommodations. And so I appreciate you watching this, and if you want to get involved, please reach out.